Today in our 2012 Mazda 5, we're going to be test fitting the Hollywood Rack's Treadlighter 2-bike platform rack, which is part number HR200Z. This is a great accessory to mount to your hitch so you can be able to carry up to 2 bikes wherever you want to go with them. We have a bike installed. Let's take a closer look and show off more of the features. Now it's going to hold our bikes at 3 different points. We have a hook and loop strap on the back wheel right here, which is the first one. And then we have the same thing at the front, which is the second one. The hook and loop straps just secure the wheel and just hold it down into the wheel cradle. Now up top, we're going to have this padded frame hook that's putting downward force on top of our bike, just forcing it down into the cradles. And you can see I'm like shaking the bike and it's really not moving at all, opposite of the bike rack. And also the rubber padding right here is going to help protect your bike, the frame of your bike, from any type of scratches or abrasions. Well, let's go ahead and take the bike off. We're going to start with the hook and loop straps because the bike won't, if we take the hook off first, it could possibly fall over and hit our vehicle while we're trying to take the straps off. So from there, before I mess with the hook, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to pull this pin out real quick, and you'll see why in a minute. I'm going to raise this hook up. From here, I'm going to press down on this button and release the hook. And to make unloading easier, rather than having to pivot around this arm, it's pretty close quarters with the vehicle. It's pretty close. We're just going to fold this arm down. That way we don't risk hitting our bike up against our vehicle, possibly damaging one of the two. And then from there, it's very easy just to put right back up and replace that pin. There we go. Now I want to provide you guys with a few measurements. With any hitch-mounted accessory you have on your vehicle, you're going to have added space to your Mazda 5. Now from the bumper to the outermost point is going to be exactly 2 feet. It's 24 inches is what we've added on to our Mazda. Our ground clearance, you can see we have a nice rise in our shank, so it's going to sit a bit higher than normal. Our ground clearance is going to be 18 inches, which is a good amount, especially for how low this vehicle sits. So you shouldn't have to worry too much about driving on uneven pavement or over potholes or something like that. And our closest point is going to be around these cradles, which is about 7 inches, but those are stationary. They're not going to move at all. Now, unlike a lot of platform racks, this cannot fold up to our vehicle, but there is one way we can fold this to kind of conserve on space. You can do this if you're traveling with an empty bike rack, or if you just want to store it in your garage easier. We're going to come to these 2 pins. We're going to pull them out. And now we can fold up both of these arms like this. We call this suitcase style. Then we'll replace the pins to make sure they lock into place. Sometimes it helps to just kind of wiggle this arm around just so you get the holes lined up correctly. Just like that. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. There we go. And just like that, we've cut down on all the width of it. It's great for storage, like I said. If you're going to put it, you can put it in the trunk of your car a lot easier. You can put it in your garage or in your house. Really, you can put it anywhere. Now let's come down and see how it attaches to our hitch. We're going to have an 1.25" receiver. But if you have another vehicle in your household that has a 2-inch receiver, it does come with a sleeve to put on the end of the shank, and that sleeve makes it compatible with 2-inch hitches. We do have our anti-rattle bolt that is locking it in. That takes away the shake and play from the bike rack while we're traveling. And then we also have this lock on the other side, which is a great security feature, so no one can remove it without that key. But that'll do it for a look at the Hollywood Rack's Treadlighter 2-bike platform rack on our 2012 Mazda 5.